How you doing, everyone? Here we are for NRL Fantasy Analysis, my team, and also the alternates. And this is the first week since round one that we actually decreased our ranking this week. So we got down to 830 last week, and then a fair few things went wrong this week. We had a couple of really good things with some of my pods doing well and my trading target absolutely killing it this week. But the rest of the team had a bit of a downer, unfortunately. And as I said in previous weeks, when a few of these guys have a bit of a lower week that are lower ownership for me, my score team obviously suffers compared to everyone else and the rank as well. So we did end up with 942, which was fine really in the grand scheme. It's not a terrible score for the week, but not one to improve me when I'm at 830, obviously in a decent position there. But now ranked 1096, just out of the top 1K. I did only use one trade for the week, which was bringing him Adam Dewey for Turpin there. And of course Turpin plays 80 minutes and gets 53 and didn't do it last week, but I already ranted about that in the other video there. So brought Dewey in, who picked up 103, which was incredible. So I can't really complain on the week as a whole. When I've got guys like Christian Welch getting 39, Crichton, who's 25% ownership, getting 36, Walker, everyone's playing, but like my center's not doing any too crash hot at all. In Manu and Opcek with 28 and 36. Obviously got Roger with 24. That's kind of the big one I'm looking at. Didn't get to have Hampton playing, who's been scoring pretty well. And obviously Pap on the bench there. So that's where we're at the moment. But we'll go through the team there. And yeah, that Welsh with 39 is a little bit of a pain. But I said when they smash a team 50-0, he's not going to have all the tackles and the crazy amount of run meters that he normally gets, even though he did have about 180 meters there. Watson, everyone's sort of playing him at this stage, 43. Toa Harris has been great for me since I brought him in, 73. Crichton, the lower one for feeder there, was 76. Cleary is captain, awesome. Walker with 32. Oppa and Manu, 36 to 28. Dewey with 103, and then Dane Laurie and Roger with 26 and 24, sort of killing the team there at the bottom. But moving to the bench, we also had Foggs there with 69, which was great. So him and Dewey kind of held the team. Dewey, and Tohu kind of held the team together in terms of those that aren't, completely owned by everyone in the top 1,000, top 5,000 kind of thing. In Cleary, Fafita, Watson, Brayley, these types of players. So Schuster, Foggs, Simkin, and Alvaro on the bench there, and hopefully looking to get Pap back this week, which will bolster up our wing fullbacks. I could decide to play Laurie on the bench. I think they have a fairly solid next sort of 3 to 4 games, which is good. I could play him on the interchange bench and try to leave out an Alvaro and Stefano, for example. The other options this week I'm looking at is moving on Hampton for one of the cheaper guys. Maybe Tyson Gamble gets a run. I know I haven't talked him up very much at all, but he is looking fairly solid in the squad. And 310, going down to that, let's say, for example, would give me 115k plus my 45. 160k to upgrade someone, and a good target this week, I think. If I'm looking to upgrade and if there's the right person on offer, it could be a Welch at that 614 mark. There's that there. There's also, as I spoke about in the other videos, if Walker's injured and we think we're happy with his making 300k for us, then we can move him on. Obviously, I have the options of Alvaro and Lenu, and as well as Stefano there, who are decent options to move on from. But yeah, the question is, what type of player would I move them on to? And I want to be bringing in somewhere close to a keeper. The question could be, would I have enough money for, like, if I did that, I have 160, I could trade. Yeah, see, I couldn't even go up to Kurt Mann. 160, I'd be 7k short, which is annoying. From Alvaro, for example, I could get there from Walker, but who would be some options at like 760? That's going to be the question. Let's have a little scroll. Ponga on the dot. That'd be fun. 760. I'll have 766 would be cool. Daily, Brian To'o would be cool. Pain guys there is an option. Taumalolo. Ryan Madison's the interesting one at 692. So would I better get that? I might even be able to go Walker to Madison. So that'd be pretty cool. Or Leilua there. So there's some options there that I could go with. You got Appy that we're looking at targeting soon. So some really cool options I could upgrade one of these guys to, and I think that would be really cool. But yeah, the team's looking fine. Just so happy I've been banking trades over the last few weeks, because 24 remaining is amazing. I think coming into this point, when you're seeing guys sitting with 18 trades remaining and stuff like that, or 20, 21, I think I've got a a fairly big advantage coming into the Origin bye period with a few extra trades up my sleeve. So that's my team at the moment. Let me know what you think I should do with this squad. What kind of spots do you think I should be improving? My personal opinion is my mids could have an upgrade. Obviously, with Welch, I was planning on trading him in round 13, but if the opportunity comes up before that, he's hit 49, 44, and 39 the last few weeks, so not good enough up there. And obviously, I'm holding a few of these middle range forwards there. But I think Hampton is it's a good opportunity to move him on. Obviously, it depends on if there's going to be any cash cows that pop up and stuff like that. So we'll check out the teams. Centers, like Manu's been a little bit of a worry. I guess since I brought him in, he's probably averaging just under 40, 37, 38 kind of thing, which is okay. But, I think I've lost 70k on him or something, maybe 40k. Wing fullbacks with Pat back would be decent. Yeah, I've got Foggs and Cleary in the halves. I think the team's well rounded at the moment. It's just what really good cash cows can I bring in and to move on these guys, because I'm just in a holding pattern with Lane Utukamanu and Alvaro, and I think that's been smart not to use the trades. Obviously, guys like Zaxini and Musgrove have been some targets for people, and they've really flopped. So yeah, I think I've apavoided a lot of the issues in late. Apart from Hampton getting injured, there's no one really I go, oh yeah, you need to get him out of your side, or he's going to be a real big issue for you over the bye period. And that's kind of what I've tried to avoid it, is getting that issue. And I hope that you guys take some advice on that one as well. So let's move on to the alternates, and an okay score this week. Pretty much all very similar around that 940 mark. Again for the alternates, and not having Cleary. Actually, I was 880 this week. So pretty shocking in the alternates, just for the fact that I didn't have Cleary. There's no Trbojevic in there, no Dewey, no Foggs, those kind of guys that did really well. Obviously, you got Curran in this team, sitting there with Alex Twal as well. Kurt Mann brought him in and got 48, so he was okay. Rapana and To'o did all right for me, but in the grand scheme, it's kind of just an average week all round. Had Sibkut on the emergency. Simkin on the emergency with 38. Lost a couple of points there, but that mid's there with a high score of 43 between them is pretty sad, to be fair. And missing another strong half, I think, at this stage. But that's where the team's at. There's 24 trades left, which is great. I think there's a few things that we can clean up. Obviously, the 12 one's really annoying, and I think again, you're probably just going to hold him until end of round 13. It'd be good to have Pat back. Teddy's not scoring well enough. I had him on the interchange there. So there's a few things that need to be cleaned up in this side. I did move on Mom last week for Kurt Mann, and he scored all right. But yeah, I guess what do you guys think we should do with the alternates? And this is, again, the experimental team where I'm picking up guys that we like, those kind of fringe guys, or not going with the big dog in Cleary, and it hasn't turned out too well so far. Obviously, there's still a lot of season to be had left. What kind of players do you think would suit this team and improve this team? Obviously, we've got a bunch of a few 5-wing fullbacks there. Rapana, Peachy, Avarillo as the centers. So plenty going on there. I think some improvements in the edge and the mids over the next few weeks will be important. But yeah, what do you guys think, guys? I'm probably going to leave it there with the alternates. I don't want to spend too much time on them, as they're obviously not the main team. But just it's more there as the experiment, and I think it'd be cool to see. Maybe with the alternates, I should trade real heavy into round, try and hold a little bit over the next few weeks, and trade real heavy into round 13, and see where that shakes up my team, and if that really hurts it come round 18, 19 when I'm trying to get my gun 17. If I look to get 16, 17 players on the park in round 13, how much does it affect the squad? And I think it might be cool to see the how that works, and the differences between the two, and even the people squad as well. So stay tuned for this one. Again, it's just the experimental team, and we'll see how it shakes out. But I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, analyzing those two teams and the types of trades that we'd be looking at. But as I said, please hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these and want to see more going forward. We'll give you all the best buys, all the cash cows, and go through all of that for the rest of the week, guys. As I said, if you enjoyed this, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.